Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Can you hear me?
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good.
I have a good flight today, eh?
Yep. It's on time, so that's good.
Hopefully.
Morning, everyone.
Hello, Daniel.
How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good, good, good. You're welcome.
Morning, Raja.
Hello.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Let's do this here. 4 hour. Ooh, gold is in this range on the 4 hour. Except for the fact that the previous one was bullish. Yeah, I gotta wait and see. Created support here. See if the 4 hour is gonna flip bullish. This one.
Cool.
We need to see some sort of a support forming down over here. If we can see a support form down over here, then gold has a chance to, go back up to, 1492, 1490. GJ's looks like it's been ranging. I drew these
Yeah,
levels last night in Asian.
yeah, I think it's taken a breather from yesterday's. Man,
Yeah.
the Japanese government wouldn't like that. Hates it when the yen gets too strong.
Ooh, Trump is speaking today. Wait. What's this? Initial jobless claims. Oh, okay, unemployment claims. Um, no sign of Trump over here. Oh well. Things are ranging anyway. 4 hours ranging. 4 hours making like a bullish candle. We're not sure. Daily is just there. Yeah, we're just in a range on a GJ. Just gotta wait. This is a big range too. This is like, I think this is a 100 pip range. Yeah.
That's just normal these days.
Yeah, it's just normal 100 pip range. No problem.
Yeah. Man, GU's at its all-time low. All-time low.
Oil is at its all-time low too.
Man, I know.
Yeah, how's that going, Raja? You still in?
Mm-hmm.
Still hanging in? Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, that's no big deal. Um, let's see what's the drawdown over here. Yeah, it's okay. I've got like negative 236 running.
Oh, that's it. Oh, you can go ages.
Jazakallah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
happening?
Raja, you got heaps of room to move.
Yeah, I can go for like a little while here on gold, because this is gonna go back up to like 40s and 50s.
Mm. So how many lots is that? Does it in lots?
One lot.
Yeah, just a one lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one lot open. I have one lot open, so as it comes back up to 30, I'm gonna start adding.
Yeah, very nice.
because from a global perspective, oil cannot stay at $20 per barrel.
Mm.
From a global perspective, this is just a squeeze. You know, people who are like buying oil is just dropping price so that like big whales can come in and buy at the best prices and go back up.
Yep.
Because all apply, man. Like they are like oil tycoons are gonna make trillions and trillions once it goes back up to like 50s, 60s. So why can't I make a couple thousand? You know?
Oh yeah. You know how you're bullish on gold? The
Me,
15-minute looks really good if it closes bearish. So your zone's a little high, little low. Sorry. Go if you can look on the 15, please. The zone there. Anything? So if this 15 closes bearish, stronger bearish, obviously, we should continue down to here.
Yep.
Just makes sense because we made the lower low, the lower high, and now we're going to make possibly another lower low.
Yeah, you're right. Like even if it breaks below 1474.80, 70, whatever, it should continue down. 1470. But if it holds this level, then it's going to continue going up. What's the
Hey,
view?
good morning, guys.
Hey, how are ya? Good? Doing good?
Doing good.
Good. What's the view on coronavirus? I don't give a shit about coronavirus. Is there a swap on that? Yeah, there's a swap. Like when you take trades or positions, you don't worry about swap fees or like, you know, or spreads, because you already know what the spread is going to be, what the swap is going to be. You don't worry about that. It's the same thing as when someone buys a big car, they don't worry about how much gas the car takes, because at that point they don't really care about gas. You know, they just want the big car. But if you get a small car, then you worry about gas. You're like, oh yeah, it's good gas mileage, this and that, I want this. But when you get a big fast car, you're like, oh, I like this car, I'll buy it. Oh, what about the gas, sir? Oh, I don't worry about gas. Man, you look at the gas prices now, god damn. Filled my SUV for like $40 the other day, from empty to full.
What's it usually?
75, 80?
Wow.
Yeah.
How good is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Three minutes, just waiting.
Man, I'm just really waiting for GJ to create a bullish structure and ride it all the way up.
All the way up.
Man,
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to break above 126, 300.
yeah, same here.
Yeah, because if it breaks above 126, 300, man, this is clean area over here.
Oh yeah,
It's like nothing.
it's like how many? That's a lot of pips.
Yeah, it's more than 100 pips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. This support line, people ask me, this is based on the 30-minute. Based on these two previous candles, this candle, this candle. But when you go to the 15-minute, you'll see some more information. So I don't like to look at 15-minute unless 15-minute is closing bearish for a sell-off. So I'm going to focus on the 30-minute, because if this 30-minute closes bearish, I'd be interested to take a sell on the next candle to continue down. Yeah, that would make sense. If the candles start closing bullish, we can turn around and start looking at it in a way that, okay, we're creating support. But if they start closing bearish, then we can start to look at, okay, you know what, it might break support. So right now you're either buys or sells. Very unsure right now. Oh, maybe a sell stop at 1474.80 would work out. 1474. Gold has a quick push down, 40 pips. Make some money and go away. Go to Miami.
Hey.
GJ looking for a break of close. Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing here, just ranging.
GU is goat shit.
Yeah.
Morning, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, dude?
Morning, Chris.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Looks like you guys.
Morning, Chris.
We did some killing again this morning. London's been good. It's been
Really?
good. Yeah, it's been decent. We got a nice gold sell, and we're working on Euro New Zealand dollar as well. That's been moving very well structure-wise. We've done a good, probably, I don't know where Callow is now, probably 100 pips, probably, something like that. So, yeah, decent. Yeah, GJ was just playing though, on like the hour. It kind of just, I was waiting for it to break a level, it's not done it yet, so.
Yeah, it's playing in that range.
It's kind of looking like it's trying bit by bit, looking at the hour. It's moving its way up slowly, but there's no. I mean, once you get above where you've got that zone, that's like 70 to 100 pips, right?
Yeah, maybe a buy stop at 126.400.
We were considering that. It's just a wick to the left at like on the 30-minute about 350-ish, which is probably about where your line is actually. Yeah. That's kind of where it's zoning into that and coming back. So
Yeah, looks like my I have a sell stop on gold. It's at 1474.80.
yeah, it's a similar play. I mean, as soon as it gets past that, I think you're good. It's just waiting. It's kind of ranged a bit.
This is my last day trading for the week.
Oh yeah, you're going away, right?
Yeah. What's this chart here? Gold, 15 minutes. Looking for buys. Yeah, that makes sense. Looking for buys. What's this? Price start to create wicks downside. Seems like it wants to break support. 15-minute candle confirmation. Took a sell over here. 15-minute. 15-minute is not that strong. If you look at the 30-minute here, you would have seen that it wasn't a selling candle on the 30-minute. What's this chart? New Zealand USD. Clean traffic. Yeah, it looks good. If it closes bullish, you could have a continuation moving up. You got clean traffic. Oh, what's going on over here? GJ. Nice. Very nice. Got some levels here, got some fibs, got some big take profits. Beautiful. When you use a sell stop or a buy stop, how do you identify your stop loss? Well, that's something you have to play by the ear. Because if this gets activated, in my mind, I have a 20 pip stop or like a 30 pip stop. Because, you know, gold is moving a lot. So you have to manage your stops. Yeah, I think 20, 25 would be okay.
The only thing we were discussing this morning with stops, I mean, it's still work fine, but you just be aware of your spreads right now because they fluctuate a lot in London.
Yep.
You don't want to get caught out just before.
Good morning, everybody.
So, man.
Gold. Oh, wait for the break or close above 14.99. Oh, okay, perfect. So look for a buy above that level. Need a weaker bullish bearish candle for sells. I think you need a candle like for GJ the way it's ranging. You need a break below 124, 950, or break above 126 300. Because no matter how big the range is, it's still ranging.
Yeah.
And in this range, we don't know whether price is going to go up, price is going to go down. Because look at these candles printing side by side. What percentage of your trade do you use when entering a stop order? Well, it depends. Sometimes I risk 40%, sometimes I risk 80%, but depending on orders. Now, what kind of question is that? Like, I mean, the risk is very personal. You can risk 2%, 1%, 10%.
It all depends on your
Appetite. Risk appetite.
Looks like Vincent had a little language barrier over there. Stopped midway.
I forgot what to say next.
It all depends on your quiet.
bro. It was my mic.
What do you mean? You forgot the word.
I was saying it depends on your trading plan.
Yeah. Vincent stayed too long in Asia, forgot English.
That's killing me.
What's your winning percentage out of 100 trades? I think 60%. Wow. Yeah, there's nothing to do here today.
A lot of waiting.
Yeah, it's coming down here slowly. Oh,
Maybe not so slow. And then 100 pip 5-minute candles would be nice.
oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
What's up, fellas?
What up, man?
Man, the spread they look disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fluctuating a lot this morning in London.
Oh, this is scary. So you're looking for buys as price approaches support. Why not just sell it down to support and then have a runner in case it breaks support and you get more pips? Right? Just like here. Look what happened here. My order got activated. All right, we're in it.
About 5 minutes looking good.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, I'm up 10 pips here, securing a position.
Beautiful.
Well played, well played.
Man, good thing these magic keys, man. 'Cause just press one button, it's done. Because this thing moves so fast. Someone sent a chart here. What's this? GJ, ranging zone before it breaks for me and after. Yeah, looks good. I have the same thing. I'm looking for a break above 126, 300, 350. That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from the markets today. These spreads don't make no sense. What's up, Monty?
Good, man. I'm good. Good. Just relaxing now, mate, after this morning. Just see how you guys go. You never know, it might be another opportunity on the cards. We shall see.
Yeah.
Got long on the close of this bullish candle. I don't know. I don't know which bullish candle. I have no idea. On this bullish candle. Man, I wish I was a mind reader. I'm up 5 pips into profit, but still drawdown due to spread. It's so messy. Man, people are such retards. Such stupid retards. People come here every morning. They copy the same trades. They don't know why they're copying the trades. They don't know the spread. They get in the trade, then they cry about drawdown. I mean, why? Why do you do this to yourselves? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense in my mind. I would never come to a Go stream and just copy every trade someone takes. I would never do that ever. No, because I'm not a retard. I just feel so sad for people, man. Seriously, so sad.
I secured 29 pips in gold.
Yeah, they don't know how to trade. They come over here, they copy every trade. They don't win. They don't withdraw money. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Instead of trying to learn.
When you see that pin bar right here, it's just like telling you there's the pressure of the seller zone. So I don't know, just like everybody has in mind the content of it.
Yeah, I closed my runner here.
Me too. Thank you, man.
No, this was a loss. What do you mean?
You close with a loss?
Yeah.
Nah, I closed with profit. 29 pips.
Raquel, man, that chart looks like crap, man.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, what's this chart over here? GU 30-minute sells. Descending triangle, fears of lockdown. Oh, nice. Got nice fundamental play there in analysis. Fears
Yeah,
of
good.
lockdown.
Yeah, it's a good chance that's going to happen, to be honest.
Oh, you guys haven't been locked down yet?
No, not proper, but we're closed like schools and stuff now. Well, I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's getting a little bit out of hand. They're starting to progress bit by bit, changing stuff, you know.
Crazy here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, at least I don't live where Chris does, you know, but, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, did you manage to get any shopping like in London?
Yeah. I ordered some stuff 2 days ago and it come today. But I ordered some stuff last night, and the next time it can get delivered to my house is the 9th of April.
Yeah, mine too. 14th of April. Tesco, Sainsbury's, everything here.
Yeah. So like, even if you order it now, I can't get stuff until like in 2 weeks, man. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But luckily I was
Fucking delivery will save us.
I was ahead of the game though, so I kind of got all that I need now. So our last zombie apocalypse would be good.
Have you got your toilet paper?
Nah, we have one of them posh toilets.
All right. You know why everybody's buying? You know why everybody's buying toilet paper, don't you?
Oh, why is that?
Because one person coughs and 20 people shit themselves.
I don't think a lockdown would be good for the pound, though. I think it would cause a lot of problems. Is Carlo here? Carlo, you still here? Oh.
Yeah,
Are you still in, Ian?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn, bro. How far off are you now?
135 tips.
Bro, we killed that.
That's my last bit of running at it. That's my last
Yeah.
When I start to see some major rejections, then I'll
I was just going to say, it's come up to a level I've got marked about now. So
to be honest, it's gone past the level I thought it was going to struggle at.
It's just rinsed past the level I was just going to talk about as well, so don't worry about it. That's good play, man. Nice work.
Oh, nice.
Easy.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, dude.
Been sorting out my tax this morning because that legislation I was hoping got reversed over the budget got reversed 2 days ago because of coronavirus.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, the money is going to start rolling back in again.
Good.
It already cost me $4.5 grand, but over the course of this year, I'm probably saving about 30k.
Oh, that's a bonus in a way.
Yeah, and I get to work from home. It's for the foreseeable future. So
yes, same. Yeah.
And it's still gonna continue down here, gold. I think I closed out too early.
But you were right to close before the 1 hour started.
Yeah, I tend to agree. You don't know
Yeah,
what's
no,
going to happen. I mean, it had clear traffic, obviously, as you said, but I think it might be a wise decision. Get it banked, you know?
Get it banked right in.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, soldier. Get right back in there, soldier.
That's too much Call of Duty, man.
Have you played that new game mode yet?
I haven't, no.
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it good? I'm going to have to give it a try this afternoon.
The greatest thing ever.
Oh, it's going to continue down here.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, man.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mac.
What's up, dude?
Hey.
This needs to like push like 20 more pips. Like those quick fast spikes gold does. Come on.
Imagine saying that like 3 months ago. It'd be like just another 5 pips. That's
just another 5
that's
pips.
like, just whack another 30 pips. That's fine,
on, mate. Push right back down there.
Nope. like 2 months ago, it was what, 5 pips? Now it's 30.
GJ looking nice. Well, GJ's gonna look nice once it closes above 126,300, let's say. Then
It's been
GJ's
trying.
gonna,
So I was going to say, it's been trying this all morning, so don't get too excited just yet. It might easily jump back.
need to exercise a lot of patience here with GJ.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for those interested, if you look at the 5-minute chart, you can see how it's been forming at this level every time it's got to this point, and the way it's rejected each time.
Yeah.
But this time it's gone past it, so it might be good. So you might be good.
This time it looks like it's passing it.
Mm-hmm.
Will it do a retest? Oh, 35 pip stop loss this one. No, sir.
Yeah, even on 5 minutes, you're still looking at that.
$35 pip stop loss, sir.
Yep.
Interesting.
Not
Wow,
today.
35 pips, man. $126,400. Hi, I am late. Welcome. That buy stop, 126,400. Oof. Oh wow, very nice.
Yeah, that ain't playing.
Oh, there she goes. It's gone. I will close at 126,610.
Yeah, buy stop might work well there.
Yeah, that was a good area for a buy stop.
I think 350 would have done well.
Yep. 126,400. Can anyone know how to trade UK 100 CFD? We have confirmation to sell 15-minute clean traffic. Yep, so your stop loss is going to be like, you're going to have a deeper stop here. The stop is going to be around 1480 or above, like 1481. Oh, nice. 126,400 buy stop. Beautiful. Waited for 5 hours. Yeah, it was a nice move up. I think it's going to continue moving up. The only thing that's going to make it move back down is if a candle breaks the low of this candle, which is heading up. So this is going to be the breakout candle. You know, so the next candles forming, they should not break the low of this candle. So that's where stop is going to be really good, like around 126. Can we get a retest on GJ? Oh, let me make a quick phone call and ask them. I don't know, man. I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Raja got the 10 pip sell on gold. No, actually, I took a loss on gold. I took a $700 loss on gold.
Oh, that 30-minute candle on GJ.
Yeah, it's good. Like if someone had a buy stop at 126,400 or even 350, you should be locking down your profits and letting it run.
Mm-hmm.
Someone saying he likes to sell courses. Yep, that's what we do here today, all day.
Selling courses.
All day I promote courses here.
Yeah, I'll sell a free one.
See, retards.
Yo, that honestly, I know you don't trade EN, but this EN trade we've took this morning, it's run like 160 pips, I think now. It's unreal.
Mate, that 15 minutes looks nice. High, low, low, low.
Mate,
Yep.
Mint.
That is. Hey, Usama, why don't people do
All right, fixed it.
Yeah, kicked.
Fixed it. Kick. Okay,
I'm the
so
only one. I'm the only one who gets kicked.
man, these are going to be very. This if GJ continues going up, this will be a very ballsy entry.
Yeah.
This will be very ballsy because, you know, you got clean traffic there to the left. Clean traffic. Nothing stopping it heading up except for here. Once it gets to 127, 200. This area here. You know, this current candle is about to close. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be a betting man to just say, okay, you know what? I'm a betting man and I'm willing to write it.
The EU's chief Brexit negotiator has tested positive for the virus.
The what?
The EU's chief Brexit negotiator. So I might give some strength to the pound if their main negotiators still.
Why are all these famous people getting the virus, man?
Yeah, because we ain't famous enough to be on TV to be. No one cares about me.
What?
If I had the virus, no one would care. Yeah, no one would care if I had the virus, you know.
It's because we were all in quarantine before the virus started anyway. We were just sat at home.
Oh, wow.
Maybe they go to like these famous people parties. There's a lot of things.
Oh, look at this 5 minute on GJ. Man, if this breaks above the previous one, it's off to the races. What's this? Someone sending a GU chart here. My bias in GJ is up right now. What's this? Oh, okay, yeah, this looks good. You're trying to look for a sell stop below the support. It's good. I think you could move your sell stop a little bit higher. Yeah, you can move it a little bit higher because it's still a very big range. I'm imagining that Raja explaining this GJ buy is, yeah, that's what's running through my mind. In my mind, what's running is, man, this is going to continue going up. It might not do a retest. There's a high chance it might not do a retest because, you know, that's what we know about GJ. It sometimes, most times, it's not doing retests and just keeps on going.
We're in that monthly support area, so some key there.
Yeah, there we go.
So possibly we could reject from here. That's not
15 minutes coming to a close. If this candle finish like engulfing candle can give a better entry, yes. It's about to close in like 2.5 minutes.
What's that? Why? There again. Oh, you got a video of me.
This high over here is crucial because essentially once it broke out, it's created a high, right? If that high gets broken, it's going to continue moving up. So if that high is respected, then price is going to continue down, create a mini support, and then continue to go up and retest this high. So this is a very crucial area. like gold did a deeper retest. What's this? UJ fly, GJ fly, Raja bring us to the moon. Yeah, I think you're gonna get to the moon. Let's see, it's starting to move up right now. Once it breaks this high, it's gonna go poof, poof, poof.
Yeah, it's a big range, man.
Yep. Big range and lots of money.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even from 700 to 97, that's very simple. If you look on really low time frame, there's nothing there at all. Which is awesome. Right, I'm gonna make coffee. I've closed all my trades.
Awesome.
I'm done.
Oh yeah, now gold goes. Broke the low over there, coming down. About to break this low over here. It's gonna have a quick move.
It didn't even break the 15-minute high.
Yep.
As it wicked up.
Exactly.
Solid. That is.
Oh, look at that. New 15-minute candle starting right now. It closed with no wick at the bottom, but there is very strong bearish pressure. But the only thing is now when you look left, you see that previously candles here started to consolidate. So there's still a chance that it might bounce from here too. There's clean traffic up until this point here. So now you come into the 50-50 zone. Can you possibly explain putting a stop loss on a sell stop or a buy stop? Yeah, those are just, you just have to watch them. I just watched them. You know, like I had a sell stop on gold. And I was watching it. It went into like 10 pip profits. I closed like 2 lots out of it. And then it went back up and I'm like, oh, okay, let's just wait. And it went into drawdown and then I closed it in a loss. So that was my gold. Then GJ played out nice, had a buy stop at 126,400. And now looks like it's gonna continue moving once it breaks these highs here. Where would the stop loss be? It's gonna be below like this candle here, the 5-minute candle, because now you're anticipating this little liquidity area to be created right here. This one right here. So this would formulate the base for the price to continue moving up. You know what a base is? Yeah. You know what a base is? Like a mini base? Like a mini trampoline.
Support.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice.
Very nice. I got in at 126,500.
126,500. Oh, nice.
Hey Raja.
Hey.
You know how you're looking for, long-term buys? should actually consider gold miners.
Where on oil?
No, gold miners. The actual gold miners, because their biggest cost is oil, is fuel. And if you anticipate that gold's going to continue up, their what's the word? Their margins will increase too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So for anyone that's looking to long,
nice.
Gold miners in Australia.
Oh, everywhere. Yeah. Down the way.
Hey Raja, thanks for saving me on gold. Oh, you're welcome. Man, there's a lot of background noise. Who's this? Hey Max.
Me?
Max, send me your address and I'm gonna mail you some really good headphones with a mic. Trust me. Man, ever since I've got a headset, my voice quality is amazing.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah. So send me your address, bro. I'm not joking.
Oh, okay.
Did you say gold, Raja?
Gold?
Yeah.
You gotta buy the it's for
candle with no wick, yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why it gets very tricky here.
You get a headset. You get a headset.
No, just one person gets a headset.
Okay.
Only because Mac, you you keep up with me every day. Oh wow, look at that GJ. Oof, so nice. Ooh.
Beautiful.
It's so awesome when price does what you expect it to do.
But you know what? I wanted to get in at the range, but then I was like,
The what?
That I wanted to get in at the range, like right at the bottom. 125, 500.
126, 500?
No, I wanted to get a 125, 500. Like
Oh.
in the range, but then doubts came in.
Oh, okay.
If it breaks, if it doesn't break, if it bounces back and then hits down.
Someone had a 10 pip gold loss. It's impossible. You cannot have a 10 pip gold loss. I mean, you can't have a 10 pip stop loss on gold. It's physically impossible. Oh wow. What was that? Was that a fake out to the downside to continue up now? Look at the 4 hour. Oh, did the 4 hour create a liquidity wick to flip bullish? Is that what's happening? We will find out in your next episode. What happened if a broker is giving me leverage of this on my 6 billion amount? Man, that's not even a question. Alright, if daily rejects this level here, then this will be a very strong demand zone. No, sorry, like a support zone. If daily is rejecting this level here. If this 4 hour flips bullish, then gold is heading up to fill this wick at like 14.95 if the 4 hour flips bullish. And that would in turn tell us that, okay, maybe this is a strong level on gold now. Because if you look left, you see the daily candles here, they're ranged here before. So there's a reason why, right? First you look left, and then you look right. You look right to see the price. You're like, oh, okay, maybe 1470 to 1480 is like a strong area here, which is why it's rejecting. Who drew this arrow? Oh. Oh, nice. George got 55 pips on GJ. Yeah, we saw that analysis. Where was it? Right here. Buys above 126,300.
Did you? I missed it. Did you go again on GJ?
No, just one time.
Okay.
Yeah. He had a buy stop at 126,400.
Nice.
Looks like here's the continuation here in GJ. See, now this base is formed here, what we were talking about earlier. That now this is a good base on GJ.
Yep.
What diet plan do you follow? Oh, very clean. Do you have a runner on GJ? No, nothing at all. So the target for GJ should be around 127 even, because that's like a strong, solid psychological number. But if you look on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, as price starts to go up, you start to look left. You're like, okay, this clean candle, and maybe around this area.
The phases will differ.
See, that wasn't me. It was Ralph. I knew it.
So maybe around this area, there's going to be some issues when price comes up here, because price looks left, it sees candles that printed, next to each other, and then you look right. You're like, oh, okay, maybe 127,200 is an area where price might reject. So, 5 minutes is making higher highs and higher lows.
Yep.
This one seems like respecting the previous low.
Yeah.
To break this high. If zone keeps getting rejected, this means it's a strong support resistance. But it keeps getting rejected. Does that mean it's a high chance to break through onto next? Well, it depends. If a zone is getting rejected, then there's a chance it can reject it. But then you have to look at now what time of the session of the market you're in, right? So like let's say if price is tapping a zone, that means price is ranging. And if you're going to look at the time, you're like, okay, maybe this is the afternoon or something. The price is ranging, or if it's before a news event, or if it's before NY Open, the price is ranging. So then you start to look at those times that, okay, if price is at a zone, what makes price break zones? Volume, right? Some sort of volume makes price reject a zone or break a zone. So then you need to see that, okay, when's going to be next time of volume? So let's say if price is ranging right now, and you look at the time, and you're like, okay, in half an hour we're going to have New York Open. So maybe at New York Open, I might find some confirmations that, okay, now we're breaking the zone or rejecting the zone. So, it depends what time of the market price is at a zone. Because then obviously you look for a candle to like break out really strong, or you wait for a candle to like reject a zone with a bearish engulfing or whatever.
Hey Raja, in your experience of Forex, have you ever seen spreads this large before?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, these larger spreads, they're also like they're directly proportional to the moves as well. Like, like normally if you would have like a 10-15 pip move with like a, let's say, 1 pip spread, now you're having a 25 to 30 pip move with 3 or 4 pip spread. Yeah.
And what you should do to like get used to that is lowering your lot sizes.
Oh yeah, Magic Case does that for me automatically.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, it
Nice
came in the
little
mail.
plan, Raja.
Yeah. Ooh, someone caught 80 pips on UJ, 70 pips yesterday, all because of us. Wow. It's crazy.
Good, all good.
Yeah, you owe me 5,000 now. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I'm taking 10% on most trades.
There we go. Already lost 500 now. It's like the tax.
Yeah.
Oh, you getting money in? All right, we're going to keep this much. You get this much.
That's it. We're going to call it the Corona tax. That's
Yeah,
new
the
one.
Corona tax. Oh, here's a run on GJ coming in. GJ run. Break this high and oh wow. 5 seconds left. Gold is wow, man. This is not being nice at all. But on a good note, it did close below that area there. It was very hard price action on gold. Very, very hard. GJ just as easy. How much was this move up there? Oh, 20 pips.
Plenty.
Yeah, plenty. Plenty in the tanks.
That's the thing. We've been looking at stuff, and it's like you can get out the trade about a third of the move up, and you've made what you need to. If that makes sense, you don't need to even go far. But the way it moves, if you can hold it,
yeah,
it's awesome.
Is that guy still in EN?
No, I closed mine.
Oh.
About 151 pips, I think.
I'm still in.
Right, serious. You're way up. Nice work, man. Nice work. That's the trade of the year so far. In all seriousness. That's a cracking trade.
GJ creating wick right now, sir, right? Well, right now it gets really tricky because right now I wouldn't. I mean, if you would still want to be aggressive, I think your stop should be around 126, 450. Because it's coming down to that same base it created on the 5 minute here. Oh wow, what's this? Gold 1 hour. Arrow, arrow, arrow. So you're expecting another arrow going down? What's this here? Is this a flood? Crazy. Only been with you guys for a week and already it's been amazing. Turned a 10% drawdown into a 5. Oh, nice.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
progression.
Oh man, gold played a lot of people here for the sells.
Hmm.
Gold really played a lot of people. With this move up, oh my god, man. Look at this. Wow. Took out everybody. If you buy an island in Canada, I will take 40%. I don't know if there are any islands on sale in Canada. Oh, looks like GG also did a deep liquidity grab. It's that same area here.
Jeez.
What's next stop? 127?
What have I got marked up?
28 pip wick.
Yeah, I've got 973.
Okay.
Potential area that might catch you.
Let's round that up to 127 then.
Yeah, sounds close enough to me.
What's 7 pips, man?
Yeah.
I mean, for
Not
GJ,
in this market, that ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
It's a little fart.
Yeah, it only sounds good.
Alright, what's this? Buy area if candle closes above, sell area if candle closes below. Yeah, perfect. So you got it in the range. Gold 15-minute. Enter on bearish candle break. Yeah, I think you should be a little bit careful here on gold. I mean, you have candles going bearish, which is good. As long as this candle stays below the low of the previous one, you're still going to be good on gold. Like it's about to close in 9 minutes. So now this high should be respected, because if this candle has broken the low of the previous candle, it should have no reason to go back up to create the high it made right over here. Because if this closes with no wick on the top, this means there was no bullish pressure at all. So then there'll be a good room to continue down. I think the biggest reason why people are having so much success in following the streams is because, you know, they're seeing that, oh man, okay, like, you know what, being patient is a huge part of trading. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not being patient, man, it's going to get really hard, because you get paid to wait. That's it. You get paid to wait. The least amount of trades you can have in your history during the day, I mean, trading ideas. So if you see this candle right now, it's about to break the high here. But if you're having least amount of trades, the better you're going to get. Oh, come on. Do you suggest newbies to trade in these markets? Oh yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with these markets. The markets are fine. It's just they're just moving a lot quicker. They're a lot faster. The spreads are higher because of all the uncertainty looming here and there. I also think that, like, you know, since everyone's cutting the rates, that's why the spreads are too high too. Because since markets are going crazy, the brokers, they want to, you know, they want to take full advantage. That's why the spreads are too high, because they know people are going to be trading, markets are going crazy, so they want a bigger piece of the pie now. At first, they were taking a smaller piece, you know, like spread on gold, you see like 2 pips. Now it's like 4 pips, 5 pips. Because brokers like, oh yeah, we want that. We want some of those.
Yeah, because the market's at a discount, so they know everyone's coming in. It's like the wealth exchange.
Oh yeah, exactly. At a discount. Even oil here. Let me see oil here. Where is it?
told you guys a couple of days ago, I got an email from Vantage where it said this is the time to make sure your trading account is loaded.
Yeah. I got that too.
So basically, everyone's thinking the same thing. Some people are actually scaling in the markets.
Yeah, look at this. Right. Look at this. It's at $22, right? Oil. So now, from a fundamental perspective, can the economies sustain oil at like $10? Probably not, because that's way too cheap. Never even heard of $10. You know? Never even heard of $10. When was the last time it was at $10? Oh, wow. Back over here in 1986.
Jeez.
Or even at like what? 1998. It was at $10.
That's when it was like 70 cents a gallon, which it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. You know? So that's why they're saying, okay, like, you know what? People are loading up on oil buys. Loading. Like, I'm risking $2,000 here on the oil buys, you know, to make like maybe 7,000, 8,000.
So where's the need to drop for you to lose 2,000?
I'm not sure. Right now it's at negative 300.
Mm. Yeah. And also, because you know how it said $10 US back in, I don't know, 86 or something?
Yeah.
$10 then wouldn't be the same as $10 now.
Yes. Due to inflation, yeah.
Yeah, this could be the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah.
$10 in 1986 is $23.60 now.
There we go.
You're kidding.
Well, there you go. I looked at it just before you said it. I was about to say it, but I was muted. So I'm just there talking to myself. So you could think that it's lower than them, right?
Yeah.
No, it's true. My parents back in the day when they used to do groceries, $20 could get you a full basket of it. So yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense now. Then it's as low as it was in like back then. Oh, what's this over here? See, this is so nice on the eyes, you know. When someone sends analysis, it's all numbered.
It's in the microwave.
Wow, this is so nice. Price was in a downtrend. Pricing came up to form a resistance retest below. Failed to create retest. Switch buys. Yeah, it looks good. If it closes bearish, I think you have an opportunity.
Was that Ralph just speaking?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You seen the IR35 rules?
Yeah, that's what I spent this morning on. I'm all good to go. I'm back outside of it because I was put in there a little bit early on my current.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about last week.
Yeah.
You've got another year now, right?
Yeah, so the nice thing was I got 2 weeks worth of invoices, which I won't get taxed a ridiculous amount on. I can have them back into my.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I'm happy, very happy.
Somebody's coughing in the background. Careful.
I thought that was you.
No.
Oh.
That's my cough.
Ugh. Don't cough again, man. Ugh.
Spraying Corona through the Zoom.
Oh, no.
See, nice, man.
I'm an honest man.
Oh, wrong chart. Yeah, you know, like if you can hold oil for like 6 months, 5 months. Someone also mentioned it here in the YouTube chat. I mean, you're good.
That actually looks like a good setup for a sell on the 4 hour.
Oh yeah, it looks amazing for sells. Really amazing for sells. But if you have enough equity and you can manage risk, this would be the trade of the year. Because like I remember oil trading at, you know, like $70, $60, $100. Like when I used to work on the rigs.
Wasn't it 100 plus in like 2015, 2014 time?
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, I remember it crashed. I had to do a uni project on it in 2015. That it crashed to like
Yeah.
$50, I think.
Crashed in 08, went from 145 down to 32.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, man, look at that. And then slowly it made its way back up. So that's what I'm looking to happen. Like down the elevator, up the stairs. So this is down the elevator right now. Anyway, I'm gonna hold it. I have like some money aside on it, so it's okay.
Oh, you're still in from yesterday?
Oh yeah, this is like a 4 or 5 month thing.
Oh, I thought that you might have got stopped out when it went to 20.
Oh
you're still
no,
in.
man, no, not at all.
Yeah,
This is
Raquel, if you're buying oil long term, the best play to do it is future contracts.
Futures contracts. See, I don't
Yeah,
understand
nice.
those much, so I'm not sure.
You gotta bring Dave up.
Anyone here use?
Because for the 2,000 that you could have bought way more oil for 2,000 that you're investing with futures contracts.
Yeah, look into it.
And you could buy it a year out, so that way you don't even have to even focus on anything.
Oh, it's just hold and just that's it.
But then that way you can't close out at any point, right? Don't you then have to? Can you not only close out at the time of? Oh no, I guess it doesn't.
He's been trading as well.
But at the same time, I can put money on it.
He's trading in between viewings.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Hey
go.
people, what's going on?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, bud, not too bad.
When do you usually start the stream? 6:30 question mark. I don't know whether your eyes are closed or you got some mask on your face, but it says right there in the description, man. Wow, it's scary. You know what's scary? That people come to the stream, they don't even analyze the description, and they come here to analyze charts.
Mm-hmm.
How's that? How do you function in life?
Starting to get a lot of strange messages now.
Yeah.
Now things are built up. I'm getting the dodgy one. It's like,
Yeah, look at this 5 minute, man. It's closing above all these here to the left. This is going to be the Gladiator 5 minute. This Gladiator is going to go to 127 here. Oh, there we go. Oh, almost.
I said 97. Check it out, 97.3. I said.
Oh yeah.
No, I think it's going to push past that easy though. All I saw, that's just like a wicket on the 30 minutes to the left. You can see where it starts to touch, but that's all.
Yeah, it's coming in
Where
that
it
area
starts-
now.
Yeah. It's basically where it starts to get to them as well. I was thinking maybe it's a potential reversal, but looking at the momentum, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue.
This is awesome, you know. Just wake up, look for a trade, 15-20 minutes, and that's it.
What's so good is like during the lockdown as well, you can't be laid off, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's obviously people that have lost their jobs as a result of what's happening, but don't really have that with this.
Yeah, it's true. What percentage are you happy with every day? At this point, it's not about percentage. It's about if I can make more than the average person, I think I'm okay with that. Like, let's say if I can make more than, let's say, 200 a day, I'm perfectly fine with it. I have no problem. percentage wise, it's like weird, you know, because the way things are moving here, man, this is just nuts. You just need to take heed of these, like, you know, these opportunities.
Man, Jeevan is going crazy on Instagram.
Yeah, he's
Have you
making
read his
some
stories, Raja?
solid points.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it makes sense. There's this documentary he saw, that's why he's going crazy.
Oh yeah,
Oh, really?
I need to watch that tonight. The 10-part one, yeah.
Yeah, the 10 part.
Yeah. I've got that on the
Yeah.
cards. Yeah, I want to watch that too.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. But it's
Who's
there's
going
like
crazy on
20
Instagram?
minutes an episode.
Javan. Javan?
Steven.
Jeevan Steven.
Steven screening.
Full Cabal is the YouTube part.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on the plane today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll make some time for that this afternoon, I think.
I'm gonna make some Instagram stories, Chris.
Oh, yeah? I
While
was
I'm
thinking
going
doing some.
to the airport on the plane. Corona time.
Are you going to take a mask? Are you going to take a mask and then take it off when you get in a plane?
Yeah, yeah.
I bet there won't be that many people there, to be honest. It
I was
should be
gonna
quite-
say your flight's
yeah.
gonna be empty.
Yeah, it'd be pretty
I
cool.
don't like the mask is like people don't understand. It's not airborne. It's if you touch a surface and touch your eyes, your mouth, your nostrils.
But like Ted was saying yesterday, someone was, I can't remember what he said, someone was in the plane wearing a mask, which is fair enough because, you know, circulating air and stuff. And as soon as they got out into the airport, they just took the mask off like nothing. It's like there's no difference. The air's the same, man. If someone comes and sneezes on you, you're going to get it, right?
Nah, it is airborne, but it just doesn't last in the air as long as on the
That's it,
surface.
yeah.
It's very, it's gone very quick in the air, but you can catch it through the air.
Mm-hmm. Carlo knows, man, trust.
From long as you're about 4 to 6 feet away from them when they sneeze, you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you see someone across the road and they sneeze, and I wouldn't be too worried, innit?
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're speaking with people in a close room, it's a different story.
You know, some people talk to you and they spit, you know what I mean? Them people need dealing with.
I'm just tired of this corona bullshit. I just want the markets to go back to regular.
No, I'm doing good, man. It can stay like this for long. It can stay like this for as long as it wants. I'm good. This is giving me I think for me, it's giving me so much more opportunity because of the size of candles. But
Well, I got some nice long-term plays in my index funds, man.
Yeah, for real.
So
What's this chart here? Oh, your JPY.
I'm confused.
Yeah, why'd you take a buy? This because candles didn't close bullish.
I need some details on that, man.
Yeah.
That pair's been bearish the whole day.
I think maybe they got that the wrong way around. Maybe they're trying to sell it.
I actually took a sell there.
That's a possibility. They might be selling it.
Yeah, I think they got the green thing the wrong way around. Send some details.
Because I can't believe this could be a buy.
Nah. I'm claiming that.
Somebody said Kevon don't speak on things you don't know about.
Wow.
They knew it. Can you
spell your name right. Keyvon.
What's that, Matt?
That someone on the chat said, Keyvon. Don't speak on things you don't know about.
What's that I don't know about?
I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
Oh, that's on YouTube?
Yeah, on the YouTube.
Okay.
Are you in any trades? Nope, no trades. Buys his sells. I'm anticipating price to reject this area. Would enter after a bearish candle. Nice. So you're waiting for candles to flip bearish here to take sells. Not gonna say it's a bad idea, but just by looking at it, seems like it broke above 126,300, and it's almost bullish. I think, yeah, I don't even want to think about sells because I think you'd get a sell around 127,100 if it happens. Like, look at the 4 hour. 4 hours bullish. You had this big move down. So it needs some sort of a retracement. Even on the 1 hour here, if 1 hour starts to go up, you could see that, okay, price may tap into 127,500 even here too, because that's where price consolidated and then dropped. So I think you'd want to wait for price to come up here a little bit more. Yeah, you had the right chart. Just wait.
Right, yeah.
Hey.
If it's 127, can you be 1 hour, DJ, please? If it's break 127.20, is still opportunity to go in a buy or just gonna be a risk? Because it looks like
taking
it.
Yeah.
No. 27.20. 127.20, right there. Taking a buy. Do you think it's? Yeah, right here.
No, I think it's not going to be good.
Because this left, right?
Yes. Yeah, because like, there's a chance if price comes up here, price can reject this area because it rejected here before.
Yeah, let's wait.
Yeah. So a good buy was before, like it's already done.
Yeah, I took that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took that from in 5 minutes before because I sent the chart before and I said it's gonna break 126.
Yeah.
And then I took it, so.
Yeah,
I
that's
took
good.
50 pips.
Nice,
Quick.
man. Excellent.
Thank you, man.
So if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, maybe up till here, a nice healthy bullish candle, that in turn can make the next one respect this low and continue moving up. And you can say, oh, okay, you know what, that was probably a New York open push.
Not really New York. Let's see what's going on in 127.
But the criteria is that you need this to close bullish.
Yeah. Even if 15 minutes before it's closing bearish, like pin bar, kind of pin bar. Can we say that?
No, I would want it to close bullish.
Yeah, but your red candle is closed like a pin bar, and it's something like can be a fake out or just retest that zone.
Yeah, but if it closes a pin bar, then you have two candles in pin bar, then the candle is not closing bullish.
Yeah, that means that wait for next candle.
Yeah, you want a candle to close bullish, which will tell you, okay, now there's bullish momentum.
Yeah.
But if a candle closes a pin bar, then there's no bullish momentum.
That means watching for sell, but not confirmed.
He said tricep curls.
Chris, are you there? Did you check the Euro GDP?
No, he closed the EG trade.
I was in 7 morning with UK time. So I took like 163 pips and I'm done with that.
Chris, it looks like you're trying to talk, but you're on mute.
Is Chris here or not? Because I can't see.
My bad, man. My bad. Oh, yeah, I was on mute. Sorry. I was talking to myself.
It was so funny.
Sorry. No,
Okay.
it's just, that's a good play, man. I was in EN sales. And yeah, it's good. Worked out well. So glad you caught some. Well, I think there's some people still holding EN, which are way over 200 pips right now. Pretty cool. Someone's going to have a week off.
Yeah, might be.
Very soon.
That's it, man. That's the end of the week. Trade like that, that's done it. There's no need to do no more.
I don't think it's gonna be tomorrow for trading. Just like this is and almost in 1 hour after the New York close.
Mm-hmm. Carlo, you see this newborn owl hasn't got a bottom wick. just bank it up.
I've got the thing is now I've got no reason to manually close until I hit a level where I think
There's no point.
this is getting ridiculous.
It's stupid.
As I was in like 140 pitch profit. I'm like, I just don't know now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, when it goes like that, that's the thing. Well, you think yesterday, though, if it moved 1,400 pips yesterday, even if this is just a retracement, it's fine, whatever. That's a big enough move you can deal with, you know?
100%.
It's good work, man.
Is it just going to reverse the whole move from yesterday?
Potentially, that's what I was thinking. I don't know whether it'll go that far. Looking on the 4 hour, I don't know whether it's going to go as far, but I'll be looking at a target like 88 dead, basically.
No, I think it's going to go down to like 86.
You think?
Yeah.
I think 88. If you look on a 4 hour, you got the 2 candles that meet, then you got the kind of rejection kind of style one. That could have it's going to be a level. I'll pay attention to that for sure.
that's the level I'm keeping my eye on, to be honest.
Because that's serious greed. Because that's a 400 pip move, right?
I think hold until 86,500.
I'll set my TP at that just in case something mad happens.
To be fair, I think it could reach that. If you broke that level there at 88 dead, then I think, that's the next option. It's pretty sensible. But who's complaining when you've got 200 pips in the bag already? It's
If you get to 86,500, that would be trade of the year for sure.
This is a trade of the year already. Oh well, my stop's at 120 pips. That's awesome. There goes GJ.
Dun, dun.
GJ's breaking.
Yeah.
Let me get a gladiator candle, GJ.
Yeah, it's come easy. Yeah, for sure. It's just patience. It's going to come flying. It's obvious. That level where it's at now, I'll be careful. But
Yeah, you could have got in on the 30. There was that Doji candle, whipped down, got back when it flips bullish.
I was going to bring that up when Ragil came back because we disregard them basically. Well, I do on that, especially after that momentum.
You guys saying that Spanish Doji?
Is Wix don't like or Wix don't like? Because you've got the Wix.
Yeah.
Ah!
So his whole philosophy is filling wicks. Like his trading style revolves purely around the wick.
Ralph explained it to the world.
Hey, we're keeping that in secret.
You're not supposed to tell everyone, Ralph.
Oh wait,
Hey,
does my
did you guys,
microphone not mute?
Not even your wife.
Did you guys catch this move up?
No.
Oh.
I think my headset mutes when it's unmuted and is unmuted when it's muted.
Well, it's definitely not muted now.
I caught this from 8:17 till 1:26.
Nice work, man.
Yeah, I was downstairs making coffee.
Yep.
I was looking
We're
at
saying about the Doji candle on 30 minute. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just says it all, I think.
Yeah. And you're right. New York push came and boom.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. It's
Can people hear me now if I talk?
Turned out to be a really good day from that gold loss earlier. What do you guys do when you feel like giving up? I've taken losses and wanted to quit. Well, just be very logical about stuff. You know, we talked about this, that there's this candles here, like, you know, we're moving up. There's no traffic here to the left until, you know, 127, 200. So there's a very high chance and probability price will continue to go up. And it did. Continued to go up.
Should have played that 350 buy stop, man. I would have been a beast on trade,
yeah.
right? Because it didn't come anywhere near that.
Oh yeah,
It's awesome.
80-90 pip move.
Oh god.
I'm too easy. It's like a daily thing now. Instead of being a nice 20 pip move, it's like, what? Well, just took another 100 pips.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening here.
Nice. Come on, let me get more. Oh yes, yes, baby.
Oh god.
Oh, nice. Come on.
I know.
I can hear the greed up in here, man.
What's going on there, Mac?
All right, that's gonna close. Don't
You
worry.
know what I'm saying, Matt? Come on now.
Yo, Mac, you've been on the mic for so long. You need to start saying when you enter the trade.
Yeah, man. GJ didn't give me that pullback when I wanted to enter, so I passed.
Why do I always gotta say it? I'm always saying it.
Because you're an OG.
I said my first entry where I got 10 pips. Now it's the second one I didn't say it. It was logical.
Yeah. I know.
Jeez. You guys want to know my diary too? You want my Instagram password?
Yeah. Send it over.
Yeah. Share it since you're willing to share.
Ooh.
Hey, you should have held that, Mac.
Shut up.
I'm playing.
40 cents. I'm good.
Well, again, we called this move going up, so, I mean, We did it again today.
The retarders.
The retarders are winning.
Yeah, G1 is going hard with that documentary shit. Like, he's just ranting.
I haven't watched it. I'm gonna have to go through it.
Where's that documentary? Where'd you even post that documentary?
Yeah, it's on the chat.
In the chat.
Okay.
Man, this was awesome. This whole move, I caught it down from like 400 till 600, and then caught this little move up.
It closed at 127,400, so 40 pips. From 127 even.
Am I too late for the GJ move? Yep. I think it's too late for a GJ move.
I think there's plenty of time to catch it still.
Yeah, you can do that. You can now
Get back in time 2 hours to catch it.
Yeah, now you're gonna look at for price to create some sort of a support down over here at this level.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole move from yesterday got corrected. Well, half of it.
To be fair, on the 4 hour, there's still quite a long way to go.
Oh, yeah,
there's
there's
go all
some.
the way up to 129.
Yeah. 27,950 would be a nice area to get to, I think. And then you could probably make decisions for more higher level gains.
Is gold a buy now? No. Why is gold a buy now?
Yeah, do it.
It's going
Do it.
down.
Do it. Do it.
Do you see what gold did here on the 15-minute? Twice. This wicked up, the next candle wicked down and went right back up. I think with NY Open it started to fall. Start to go where it needed to go.
Now I start looking for some gold sales, man.
Yeah, 66, 64 is pretty sensible, I think, now. And there it is.
Oh, wow.
That's easy, man. When you know it's coming, it's just there.
Smashed it.
Yeah. I'll pay attention to where it's at now, but...
On the monthly, what I have put next target on GJ will be 1.1300. That's I think it's a flash crash wick on 2016.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Other than that, price has not been it's low in almost 10 years already. Well, more than 10 years. Boris Johnson needs some stimulus.
Gold is coming back down into that monthly support area.
Just same as GJ here. Oh my god, my spreads are at 10 pips. It's crazy.
Well, if the gold 4 hour has broken the previous 4 hour low, this means it's going to continue moving, at least till, you know, like 20 more pips, and then maybe, well, fuck, who knows, 1450 back again? 10 more dollars? 10 more dollars.
Yeah.
Because last night I was doing I was talking to somebody, and we were looking at gold, and right in front of us, gold fell $20.
Mm.
And I was like, yeah, look, man, why?
Yeah, I'm not touching gold for a while.
GJ might have an option on 15 minute.
Someone sent a chart.
How much is your spread on gold, Raja? Good morning, by the way. I was listening to you guys earlier, but I couldn't talk.
I think he said 6.
Yeah,
6.
5 pips, 6 pips.
Okay.
Man, those Yuga Way traders must be having 10 pips right now.
Yeah, because I'm getting 6 to 8 and sometimes 10, but I have a good broker here. I don't know.
Yeah, Trader Way is 8 and 10.
On what?
Trader's Way?
Trader's Way or domain?
From 8.2 to 9.7. So more.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting because it's
yeah.
I'm getting 4 to 5.
Yeah, but you have Vantage, which is super good.
6 is like the max.
Yeah, but that's Vantage.
Look at GJ.
We can have Vantage.
So as soon as you hit the trade button on any trade on gold, I mean your numbers are fucking big reds.
Yeah, yesterday I took a loss.
I
took a loss of a 0.20, and it went into $180 drawdown. In like 2 seconds, I'm like, ah, fuck this, I'm not touching gold again.
Yeah.
You either get used to the markets quick or you get eaten.
God damn, I missed that. Jeez.
I mean, it might be a bit risky, but if this 15 minutes starts to push up and flip, it might be worth taking. That candle wick's like 20 something pips. It's a bit risky the position it is, but if it just wicks down and starts to go bullish, it's not well worth.
You know, yesterday I was anticipating that move after London close, but I fell asleep, bro.
You didn't anticipate enough then, man. Shit.
That was 300 pip move, bro. And that 30 minutes candle. But that was past my trading time, so I was like, I don't want to have Recu, you know, scolding me.
Man, there's a lot of background noise. Someone making milk or cereal or
coffee. Cuban coffee. Oh, I gotta send Chris the coffee. I still haven't sent. Still haven't sent out your coffee.
Send it whenever, man.
That's a big fat lie, because more than likely that coffee is gonna be deported from UK. It's coming from US. The coffee is not a UK citizen, so yeah. It's gonna come back, trust.
Imagine they say there's Corona in the coffee.
And the package for the coffee was made in China, so.
But Q keeps muting me. You wanna send me the headsets or not?
No, I'm putting you in mute because there's a lot of background noise, and I'm wearing headsets. I don't like background noises. You know.
Okay, but are you gonna send me the headsets or not?
Yeah, send me your address.
All right.
Oh wow, Coach, are you sending some more? Those are the $20 headsets from Walmart?
Yes, the same ones I have.
They're really good though.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, they're really good. I know, right? Because if he's hearing all this background noise and there is no noise, me, stirring coffee.
Dude, we can all hear
Hey,
it.
Ted, are you gonna send me headsets or not? He just pops out of nose, bro. Always gonna be me.
GJ is not a sell right now. It may be coming down, but just by looking at it, a good sell on GJ is going to be below this area here, 126,800. But it's not a sell right now. This is a support created in a uptrend, or it's a retracement, whatever you want to call it, but that's what it is. Would you have entered after that bullish close or once it broke the bottom of the bullish candle? I don't know what you mean. Oh, bottom of this bullish candle. No, I entered based on the 5 minute. Once it started to go up, once it started to break the high over here, and this is the NY open, so the anticipation was that it should continue on to this target here that we were talking about. Oh, your GBP, oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta be very specific on what you say, man. Very important. I was about to go on a rant on GJ.
Ted doesn't even wear headsets.
Yeah, I do.
Good morning.
Gold dropped overnight as expected, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, move. Excuse me.
Good morning, Paul.
Hey, did you guys just take gold sales?
Yeah, we took full margin sales.
Nice.
Yeah, I just closed my gold sell at 1468.
Very, very nice.
There's a huge support at 1467, so I was like, time to get out.
Yeah.
Very, very nice, my lord.
If the gold 30-minute candle closes below 64.20, safe to say an entry can be taken. There's no traffic. 1464. Yep, but this is a very strong support here. This one. Look left. These candles came here, bounced. Even from 2 days ago here too. Same time here, it bounced at New York session.
Yeah, that was the other thing that I was worried about too. That it's just going to now start to range back up, because it did that yesterday too.
Yeah, you can see it happening on the 5 again. Same type of setup.
Looks like GJ's about to make another run over here. Creating that little mini trampoline down here. Very nice.
Like 129, 250-ish.
Oh, nice.
See, now this 5 minute has broken the high of the previous one. Very high chance it's going to continue moving up.
Yeah, I was looking at the 50. I wasn't going to take it, but I potentially would have took a trade as it flipped back bullish on the 15 above that light zone.
Yeah, it's going to...
Only because that wick's like 20 pips or something.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been a good option, but I'd have played it off the 5 minute, I think.
Well, that being super nice.
Going to fill it.
Yeah.
Going to fill it, mate.
It's just one of them trades that you can open in, like you open into profit, if that makes sense. That's one of the things I've been trying to do a lot.
Yeah, so if you just close your eyes and take a buy right now, hold on.
Yeah, and just flip a coin. Flip a coin. It would have been nice to get into in that wick.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
No, still hasn't bringing it.
Yeah, halfway up there's 10 pips though, man. You'd be done now.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Ooh, fill it.
Yeah, that thing's gonna keep going. In 4 hours, like, got so much room to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Even
I mean,
over an hour after this area.
But on the 4 hours, just making. I mean, I was making lower highs and lower lows, right? Now I got to that point where Kavan said there's going to be a bounce back, which I think that's what we're getting, unless we make another lower high and continue down. But
yeah,
I honestly, I'm still in for sales. I'm just getting maybe some like a breather to continue down.
Yeah, if it gets past this like 1 hour area at like 600.
Oh wow, look at that.
Nice. Good call, man.
Close the eyes and take some buys.
Keep going, JJ. Keep going.
That's exactly what I did, you
keep
know?
going, buddy.
Yeah, not in a really messy area.
Let's just close that.
Mm-hmm.
60 pips on GCAT. See you guys.
Oh, man.
Beautiful.
10 pip gang.
Yeah, GJB sells for Asians.
Oh yeah, how do you know?
Bo, you have a crystal ball. Bo, you got a crystal ball.
The daily candle hasn't even closed yet.
Yep. We do magic in Asian session. I don't know if you've heard about it.
It's about to push even more. GG's coming for the 127.75.
Oh.
Where are you getting that number from, Kerwin?
He's the big daddy.
Some levels, man. You see where Raja has that shallow.
Yeah, but that's a lot of traffic. Like incredible traffic.
It's not traffic for GG at this point.
Yeah, look at that wick, man.
Okay.
That's pushing hard. I actually got 951.
Yeah.
It's pushing hard.
That makes no sense because literally 10, 20 minutes ago we were talking about 50 pips ago.
Wow, your EG is also pushing hard.
Yes, you're welcome if anyone paid attention. That was an easy trade.
Yeah, Chris called it out too.
All the way through from the start.
Yeah.
Well, since the morning now, since Raquel called that trade, it's moved to 166 pips.
Mm-hmm.
The first trade inside the range.
Yeah. You know, in markets like these, you can really upgrade yourself from a 10 pip scalper to like a 20, 25 pip scalper.
A 50 pip scalper right now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
easy.
50 pip scalper.
50 pip gang.
That's it. We just leveled up. We didn't even try.
Yeah.
Well, you also have to adjust too because the spreads are wider. So
Mhm.
if spreads are wider, you're going to get bigger moves.
Yeah.
Like people, this is a very elementary thing to do. When spreads widen, that means that there's going to be a bigger move coming because it's going to cost you more to play because of the fact that volume is getting pushed in,
Mhm.
right? So like people are complaining about the spreads right now. Yeah, but the spreads are relative to the moves that the pairs are making.
Also, people have to get used to lowering their lot sizes if they're getting such big spreads and bigger movements. Is once if you keep your older lot sizes and I don't know, you stick to it.
Well, yeah, of course, because you have to be able to you have to still manage your same risk, right? I mean, if you're going to have a 30 pip stop loss with a dollar lot, or then you have to move. If you have now double the spread, you basically have to have a 60 pip stop loss, and it's going to be a 0.5 lot.
Yeah, that's what I did. I slashed my lots by half, and then I try to increase my stop loss.
Beautiful.
What?
That you
Your
decided
plan,
to do
your
that.
plan.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that. I was doing standard lots, and now I'm doing 0.5.
Yep.
I'm 0.25 on gold. But gold, I'm not touching gold for now. It's just too much. Like for example, you had a lot size open, right? And you went into a $700 drawdown, right?
On gold?
Yeah.
Oh, I closed it in a loss.
Yeah, and I bet it was so quick. Like you didn't even notice. Like boom.
No, I noticed it. I was watching it.
That happened to me yesterday. I was on 0.20. I was up in profits like $60. Out the blue, it's just negative 180.
Negative 180.
Yeah.
No stop loss.
No, I had a stop loss. I hit the stop loss.
Wow.
At that time, it was around 10 pips on spread, and I guess it got slipped a little and 180.
What time did you take that trade?
Let me see.
4 p.m.
No, it was
so wide.
It was at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Yeah, right on the dot, 5 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah. You guys are fucking assholes.
Man, you should be sent to the YouTube chat. I don't know why we have you in the Zoom chat, man.
It was at 16:30. That's military time. What the fuck? What time is that?
I think that's when the spreads are still wild.
About around 2 p.m.
Yeah.
No, that's not 2 p.m. No, because right now my time is saying 15:04, and it's.
Man, your discipline is really bad.
Such time telling skills.
Guy, it's the time that MT4 is saying. It's right now. It's saying 15:04, which was the last trade that I took, which was 8, right? 8. So yeah, that trade 60/30 was a 9.
Now you're trying to cover up your story. Yeah.
Oh my God,
now you're trying to cover it up, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Come on,
Mac. It's okay. We believe you.
Okay, whatever. Yo, Jeevan is going hard with this documentary. Like he's got his mind fucked.
Crap.
Uh, 10K lot for What do you think is a good lot size for a $500 note? I think a 5-cent lot. 5-cent lot. I mean, that's something you should already know. If you have a $500 account, and if you're going to trade, let's say today, how much of that $500 are you willing to lose?
$499.
There you go.
There you go. Then go all out.
Well, something that can't be done in a trade, Paul says it can be done. Right? Muscle your way through it.
Yeah, he already knows that GT is gonna head down on Nation.
Yep. We do Magic in Asian session.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I had a good Trader Nation session was never.
It's rough sometimes.
It's extremely rough. It's like walking on spikes.
Yeah, you typically get one good push. You just got to kind of be in it, or just kind of close your charts.
I mean, that push always happens during China Open at 9. So
yeah, I've noticed it's been happening. I started an hour later, even after the daylight savings, as it just kind of does nothing for the first from 6 to 7 Central Time. It doesn't really do much.
So you guys saw that news about David? Yeah, I use MT4 on my MacBook or Mac. Yeah, it does work on Mac. You just need to have a different setup. You guys saw that Trump is giving away $1,000 for everyone in cash?
Yeah, 2 times, 2 checks.
2 checks?
Yeah, you get two checks of 1,000 each.
Oh wow!
Then that's for the whole Corona time.
I don't know exactly. I think I've just heard that it's for people who are laid off or they have to stop working because of it, like fast food places and stuff like that. Or
well, let's say quote unquote I own a restaurant and I'm not working.
Yeah, you could probably. I don't know what qualifies for getting it.
Definitely. Oh my God, I'm gonna be funding that account so nice.
You can apply on the link that I sent on the chat, Mac.
Let's send it again because I saw it.
Okay, I'm gonna send it again.
I also want to look into business.
Hey, you guys can talk about this off-topic things in the private chat, not over here.
All right, sorry, fine.
Yeah, because someone from Namibia doesn't give a shit about what's happening in the U.S.
True.
Well, actually, yeah, they do.
No.
you got it around it.
Namibia.
You got it all wrong.
I am from Namibia.
You meant to say something completely different.
Yeah, then I stopped. So yeah, it's just that would be really mean.
Namibia doesn't give a fuck what's happening in the U.S. No, they do give a fuck.
Guess what? If you're from Namibia, your Magic case is not going up.
Oh, someone is up 3.5% here for the day. Beautiful.
Nice.
Man, these streams really show you how to be disciplined and waiting and.
We've been doing this for a year already, right?
2 years.
Oh yeah, but I joined on Twitch. That was a year.
Yeah, the stream started August 2018.
So everyone who took a trade on GJ and profited off of it, please give it a like to the stream so we could, do a little expansion.
Waited for a pullback, went short. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good on the 15-minute. So you'll be looking at this to see that if the 15 minutes closing bullish, then you'd be like, okay, you know what? Now you're going to be a little conservative with your trade. Because ultimately you want these candles to go bearish. Where are we expanding? I think we're expanding to some higher levels of subconsciousness with the likes. Anyways, I've done for the day. Thanks for the knowledge. Oh, thank you. Okay, what's this chart here? Oh, wrong chart. Look for potential 15-minute candle push to fill wick. Wick is 50 pips GP CAD. Yeah, I think Glenn also mentioned this GP CAD. Let's do some anticipation analysis.
Okay,
here.
my bad. I wasn't really paying attention. I'll just say it earlier on. It's just I was just flicking through charts. It's got potential because the wick's so big, but it's a bit risky, I think. But if momentum continues, the level I've got marked, basically at the top of that wick, is kind of a little zone to the left on 15.
We could probably go there before the hour ends.
That's what I was thinking. Like the last 10 minutes potentially, but yeah, you see that bit to the left there.
Oh, for a wick fill?
Yeah, potentially. That's the same happened on GJ, and you would have just got another 60 pips on GJ. But
if you just focus on one chart, you will.
Yeah, my bad. Carried away.
No, you could speak up. Speak up. This is not a communist Zoom. We don't have a dictator here.
Nah, but you should concentrate on a few charts.
It's the crowd against one person. The people speak. Oh wow, this is nice. Just this Forex rock.
Buy stop above resistance, price taking, supported daily level. Yeah, I don't like this. I would want to see probably a buy above this area here. Or maybe this too. We should get this area. See, now when you look at the time, there's no volume right now. Very low volume. You see these candles, they make like wicks up and down, small bodies. This means these are like low volume candles. It's less volume. So now you start to look at the time, you're like, okay, well, when there's going to be next volume time? It's maybe in the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes, close to NYC Open. You see some more surge of, volume coming in, and then you start to see a big move. It's really easy to get dragged into a trade, and it's really hard to just wait for the correct setup. So you gotta do the hard part. You gotta wait. Sometimes, while you're waiting, you might miss a setup, but at least you're gonna know, oh, I was waiting for this and it happened. Some people get mad and they're like, oh, let me just re-enter, and take a late entry and hit stop loss. But if you can just say, okay, you know what, I'm anticipating it, and I'm going to take it. And if you miss it, then the next time it happens, you're going to be ready.
Get paid to wait.
Yeah, I get paid to wait. That's Gartic. Man. I don't have a gym partner, Gartic.
Man, there's not even a gym right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Like you were with me, then you left, then there's another friend of mine, he started to come with me, and then he stopped coming.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll be back very soon.
I don't go too hard, do I? Is it why you guys are leaving?
Nah, Rakil goes pretty hard in the gym.
You have no discipline, man.
Oh, let's see if price rejected on that level are gonna respect that trend line. I think price is gonna continue moving up. Because now you see left, if we take a look left over here, let's see what's going on. So now price has made these, now this is an area where price was consolidating, right? And price moved up from this clean traffic area, and now it's coming into an area where price has previously consolidated, So as price starts to come into this area, the chances of price consolidating here, they become higher and higher. But now also you have to take note that when price was consolidating here before, it had a resistance and it had a support. So these two same levels are going to hold once price starts to come back in here again. So this is your clean traffic area where the move was. We identified it this morning. And then this is the area where price is going to start to consolidate most likely. And once we break above this area, the next area of clean traffic is above that area. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to indicate this with a diamond. So these diamond areas, these are clean traffic areas. These are clean trades. You know, because if you look left, price moved clean. And
Right now it's just resting a bit.
yeah, so with help of a circle, we're going to draw like consolidation areas. This is where you don't trade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
You don't understand it this way, man. We cannot do anything more.
I'm just trying to make it as simple as, because I had a buy stop at 126, 400 once it started to break up. The same thing could apply here.
Bing bong, bing bong. Crazy.
What the heck is going on with the screen, bro? It looks like you're about to sacrifice someone. What are the circles then? Doing a satanic ritual here.
What happened, Mac?
He's getting signals late or something. It seems like you were getting a late signal.
Yeah, no, I was looking at something else. I was doing a post on this.
Oh.
Oh my god. We are on the wall.
Raja, you never buy or sell callbacks when you're forecasting them.
Yep.
That's not an answer.
What am I supposed to do? I just agreed. I'm like, yep.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, he does. He could buy it on the pullback, but he hardly does it.
Oh, there's a question here.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes. Like, you know, when I'm 100% confident, I put it here on the screen. I'm like, okay, guys, this is a trade I'm in, da. But when I'm not that confident, if I think it's going to be risky trade, I don't put it on the screen because I know people copy it and then they just cry later, oh, yeah, we took a loss. So that's why. Like, I'm trying to stimulate more learning over here. You know, it's all about learning here. Like, right now, price is coming down. Someone wants to sell, but there's a support right over here. So you would want the support to break to take a sell down to, let's say, 126, 400 or 300. But if price comes down over here, it starts to create a support. There's a very high chance it will continue moving bullish. So these are little things you start to look at, you know, and then you start to wait and anticipate. I'm talking about the complete range where you have marked range. I have no idea what that means. Guys, I'm not very smart, so you have to be very careful.
Ted, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Why do you sound so down, man?
Because you guys waste so much time talking about bullshit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it's trading. Talk about trading. It's just we're just listening to irrelevant ideas during trading time. If it's 10:30 in the morning, go ahead and go off topic.
Okay.
Yes, thanks, Ted. That that was missing, like hearing coffee stirring and all these side conversations.
Yeah, like this isn't a talk show. Like we're not driving to work right now.
That's not.
No, I don't want to hear people's coffee. I don't want to hear people snorting in the mic and coughing. It's just lack of detail, just ignorance.
Gold buys. Interesting. I think good gold buys based off the 4 hours is going to be about like 1488. if you're getting too aggressive. But I mean, here the thing is, there's so much volume in gold. You could still get some decent amount of pips here. Because I mean, look at this candle here. It's like 60 pips.
Akio, here's my idea for TJ.
Oh, if can't get above here, it should head back to range. Break out of it.
Then it could either go up or down from there.
Yeah, that makes sense. It could either go up or down.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Smart guy.
Well, you just said it. I just repeated what you said.
You know what we don't know which way it's going to go, obviously.
Yeah, so that's what I said.
Well, I mean, you got the crystal ball. So I don't know.
Paul, I only repeated what you said.
How about the crystal ball? How about is it up or down?
Nah, that's smart ass. No, that's just the areas I would like to see like some sort of reaction from.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. I have the same areas here, so that makes perfect sense.
But why are they different color arrows?
Just because of different like possibilities. Because I don't know which way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
But I think those would be the areas that could.
Like each color is a different play. Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we got to bounce back to 126.5. 250.
Yep.
Should I wait for the candle to close or just leave my sell stop at 1463? See, I would say monitor it, because you know the way gold is moving, the way it's leaving wicks, there could be a candle that might come down, leave like a longer wick, and the spread might activate your sell stop and pull right back in. That's the only thing I'm afraid of gold, with like mostly pending orders, you know, so they get pretty risky. Like this happened to me in the morning too. I had a sell stop, price came down, activated it, started to pull back up, you know, so you gotta be very cautious with that.
It's a very, very hard support at 1567 on gold. Very, very 15 or 1457, sorry.
Oh yeah.
It's a very hard support, and you got them both marked out. Until we break those, I think we got a real challenge on our hand. This being that level right there. And then this, because of this being a consolidation box, now you can essentially say that that's probably a zone that we keep tapping into based on that.
This one here? My bad.
Wow.
My bad.
This one?
Yes. Yes. That is correct.
Come on.
Oh,
shit. I'm human, bro.
Okay, if you missed the moment, GG, don't blame me.
Oh, look, right exactly where the zone is. I do this. Just popped out.
Wow.
I think it's just gonna reject. Continue down. Yeah.
You got a crystal ball too?
Yeah, volatility is not that great right now.
What are you talking about, man?
Just flew up like 40 pips.
This is volatility.
Yes, I have volatility. Volatility is like 70 pips in 1 5-minute candle.
I think
GU and GJ just moved like 70 pips.
Yeah. The things that we're seeing right now,
Crazy.
With regards to like
in a candle though,
the stimulus packages that the world's introducing, like the different governments. I think the effects of the stimulus packages won't really be felt until next week, because we've got
The American government that's announcing they're going to introduce stimulus packages via payroll tax cuts. And I think with them also coming out and saying that they're going to buy, actually for the first time, they're going to buy US equities. I think what that's going to do to the US economy is it's going to make the US economy stronger, but to the detriment of other currencies in the world. So I think with, like, you've got the situation with the UK, it's the first time we're ever going into a lockdown since the war. I think, you know, for the pound US dollar, I think we're going to see like a big explosion next week. What's your thoughts on that, Rakeel and Ted?
An increment on the dollar strength and the pound?
No, I said Rakeel and Ted.
Yeah.
That was a low blow, T. That was a low.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they live in Italy. What they said was that what Italy is trying to do is they're trying to not garnish, but like take away some of the wealth people have and use it towards helping people who really need it. Maybe because they can't really print more money.
Oh man.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Canada, what happened was yesterday they did inject some, like, you know, they said, oh yeah, we're going to inject some liquidity in the stocks market to bring it back up. But later that night, they were saying that, oh, we closed at a low again. So that to me said, well, okay, if they injected money to push the TSX back up, and if they closed at a low, in my mind, I was like, okay, that might be a retracement.
Ostia.
You know?
Yeah, the same thing as what I heard for the US stock market. So earlier on in the week, they announced a $500 billion stimulus package. And then what happened is the stock market carried on tanking. And what that told me is basically they allowed some of the, what I assume is that them putting the money into the stock market and buying certain companies, that allowed some of the CEOs and some of the people at the top, the executives, the opportunity to liquidate their actual shareholdings, which is why the stock market kept going down. Because over the last 2 months in big countries in the Western Hemisphere, like the UK, Canada, America, Mexico, a lot of CEOs have been resigning and stepping down. And I think whilst you're actually a CEO, you can't realize any of your dividend payouts. You can't realize any of your shares that you might hold in a company. But I feel like when you from what I've read, is when you step down, if you resign or you quit, you can realize a lot of your stocks, a lot of the stocks and shares you hold in your own company. You can profitize off it. So it's crazy that all of that coincides to slow down the recession, to slow down the markets. But I think right now, looking at the US stock market, we're 20% from all-time highs, and that indicates a recession. 30% is a bad recession, and 30 to 40% or beyond is like we're getting back to 1920s with the Great Depression. But you know, I say all that to say there's gonna be a bounce. Like Rakeel was saying before with oil, oil's down now on like $20 a barrel, and there's a war between Russia and Saudi Arabia, and basically there's a war between Russia and Saudi Arabia over the oil, because Saudi Arabia didn't really expect the US oil market to hold itself up, because the US extract oil via fracking, and before the US stock market propped himself up in terms of being able to have actual infrastructure, they've never been a vital player in the oil market, the global oil market. But now they've got their own infrastructure. They've been able to create new technology to refine the oil and to be able to extract the oil in cheaper ways. Now Saudi Arabia is kind of shooting itself in the foot, because Russia is also in a stronger position than in the 1980s and 1970s to actually withstand constantly just producing oil. There's also kind of interesting times for Saudi Arabia right now, because it's the second time that Saudi Arabia have declared kind of financial war on their biggest ally, being America. There's also great turmoil in the House of Saud, because the guy who's the Salman, who's the king, is in poor health, and his son, Prince Salman, is basically rounding up all the nephews and cousins to create a coup. So you could potentially see some type of action over in Saudi Arabia to try and seize control. So that'd be interesting as well. But that's just my perspective on oil. I think oil's going to go back up to like $50 a barrel within like the next 2 months.
You know, we were asking about you. What happened to your phone?
You don't have to
Yeah,
answer
bro.
that.
This is. I'm just going to say what Ted said, innit? Like, these people here that want to improve their life, and the people here that are like passionate about trading. I'm not going to tell the whole world what's been going on in my life. I'm here to trade, man.
Yeah,
Like,
removed
we can
Mac.
chat privately and stuff, but
Yeah, I removed him. It seems like this morning he left his brain somewhere in the closet or something.
Yeah, trust me. That iceberg came.
I have a question for. That was Gorilla Strike speaking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, where do you? I hate to ask this though, but like, where do you get your sources from? Because that's a wealth of information that I just would love to learn. I know it's probably Google, but like, I mean, where would you start in searching for that type of information? Because that's like really, really good information, to be honest with you.
Well, I use Twitter a lot. Twitter's like amazing. The comment sections, like, so let's say for example, people post something on Twitter, like, you know, someone makes a headline, and then you just read through the comments, and you can, you know, you have a BS meter, and you can kind of assimilate what is real and what isn't real, and then off the back of that, you Google certain terminologies. With regards to it being the second time that Saudi Arabia have declared kind of financial war in America, that's literally Googleable. Like, you literally just type in oil in Google, and everything that you need comes up. And then once you read a text, there's certain keywords and certain things that's within the text, and you start Googling certain things you don't understand within that text, and you just get more, you know. But something to consider as well, why America could become an even stronger player in the oil markets, is because you have different types of oil that's refined in different places in the world. Like you have the WTI crude oil. That's Western Texas Initiative, and that's because it's produced in America. That's basically from fracking. Then you also have Brent crude.
I'm sorry, can you hold on 1 second? I hear some background noise somewhere. I sorry to interrupt you on that. It's annoying.
Okay.
Was that coming from your end?
No.
Okay, it stops. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah.
You have Brent crude, which is basically you have this area of the UK in the North Sea, and that's the area where they produce Brent crude. But if you notice, the price of Brent lags behind the price of WTI, and that's mainly because the Brent crude area where they get the oil is going to be closing within the next few years. They're already starting to decommission some of the oil pumps. So we're going through like a kind of major period of transition. So
okay, all right.
All of that affects the price of oil. Also, what is that?
You hear it too, right? Yeah.
With regards to like countries being shut down, and obviously the economy is shut down, and you know, cars being used less, airline industries are basically closing down. What you can start to see is if you type in TomTom on Google, you can basically see how much traffic there is in any one country at any one time.
TomTom.
And if you look, TomTom, it's like, you know, the sat nav.
Yeah, the navigation. Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah.
Type in TomTom China traffic with you. Yeah, so that one at the top. Yeah, Beijing traffic report. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, and what that basically does, you can go to an overview, and it basically gives you all countries in the world. So it gives you pretty much every country. You can see the full ranking. You can even you can categorize it, so you only see in China, you only see in India, you only see in certain countries. So what that basically means is that because all these countries use oil, when the people stop buying oil or people buy oil when the economy is moving because the oil reserves get depleted really fast.
Right.
So,
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Supply and demand.
Right. So because Russia and Saudi Arabia have basically declared war on each other, and they're not stopping oil, not stopping producing oil, and then simultaneously you have countries, major industries shutting down, you're going to see oil crash, right? But then once you hear these countries talk about they're going to have to go back to OPEC and they're going to have to tell OPEC that they need to revise these methods, and China's saying that their economy is bouncing back, and America's saying that they're going to create stimulus packages for certain industries, then in terms of the stock market perspective, what you can start doing then is you can kind of look historically, and you can see in 2008, when governments bailed out countries, they didn't actually bail countries out, they bailed out industries. And off the back of taxpayer money, what happened was the leaders and executives in those industries, they received a lot of the money that was used for the bailout. So if you hear Trump, he talks a lot about Boeing. So for people looking for stocks right now, Boeing is a huge stock that's it's gonna come roaring back. Trump will get elected again, and we'll probably end up going to 40K on the stock market. So there's going to be a bounce, and just try and preserve your capital in the stock markets, in a forex markets, to kind of capitalize on that, really.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of talk I've just done. I wanted Ted to kind of, or Rakil to kind of come in there and take the reins. But,
yeah. No, that's fine. It's always good to hear somebody else's perspectives.
But this is what everyone's talking about. Like this is how you get these conspiracy theorists.
Sorry?
Yeah, so this is the worldwide shutdown right over here.
No planes are moving.
Yeah, man, I see that the other day across Europe. It's mad. There's no planes in the sky.
This,
yes.
No,
yeah, international flights are just like whatever.
All airlines are shut down. No one's flying.
Mm-hmm.
Man, can you imagine?
Yeah, with that being said, I mean, this looking at this right now, it kind of goes back to what Gorilla Strength was talking about in terms of just like, having the oil reserves just not even being touched right now.
Kill, is that right now?
The what?
Oh,
that chart of the planes, is that right now?
Is that real?
No, is that right now?
Yep.
Live?
That's live?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I got cut off, but everything you said is completely correct, because the market could go so high before there's a huge pullback. It's just coincident. All this stuff just happened all at once.
But wouldn't that be like, that's how things normally happen? If there's like a major event, like obviously it's coronavirus, there isn't thing like people don't want to have their money into certain assets. So that's why the fear of the market is what's everything is kind of retracing pretty much, right? I mean, it's a domino effect pretty much.
Yeah, it's the domino effect.
Yeah.
And you know that by China shutting down because of coronavirus, if it didn't spread to US, you're gonna see other things take place instead of, you know what I mean? Like for example, like cost of goods going up because
they're not selling enough.
Yeah, they're not selling as much.
But that wouldn't make any sense. Why would they raise prices if they're not selling? They would lower prices so that it can fly off the shelf pretty much. That's just one aspect of it though. What I just thought of just now, actually. You know what I mean?
It's just a domino. It's just a domino effect, and people are panicking because they've never seen this before. This is just new history creating itself. So maybe 60 years from now, this is going to repeat again, and everyone's going to know how to handle it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think in terms of like the price of goods, I think the time, like the inflection point that we'll know that the price of goods is going to increase is when the purchasing power of an actual country starts to decrease. Because if the currency gets weaker, then their ability to do trade is affected. So they'll have to pass that on through taxes and through actual increasing the prices of what businesses pay, and they'll have to put the rates up for what consumers pay. So I think it's a bit premature to say that the price of food and the price of goods is going to increase. Because we haven't seen any major exporters in the world come out and say that their ability, the supply routes, it's anything's changed. They're not talking about shortages of oil. There's actually a surplus of oil. It's literally just a virus. So I don't anticipate the price of goods changing anytime soon.
Would you think that if this were to drag out, let's say, the likelihood of this dragging out, let's say a couple months from now, right? Would you think that would probably go into effect? No,
I don't think prices will change over the course of a few months. I think what will happen in a few months is that people will actually start to realize what the hell is going on in terms of, yes, we do have a really bad recession on our hands, but the UK is in a bit of a precarious situation because with the government that's currently in, when they first came in, they introduced 0-hour contracts. So basically, you have a job, but the employee doesn't guarantee you any hours. So you can either have 0, or he can literally rotate you in for 4 hours of work for that week. Now, there's a lot of people that have houses, pay mortgages, and pay rent off the back of these things that the government's introduced. Sorry.
I think they're called deferrals.
Yeah. Now what you're starting to see is the government are introducing stimulus packages. Now, with these stimulus packages that the government's introducing in terms of businesses getting loans, it's a little bit different because these businesses they're getting loans, basically. They have to pay it back at interest. But when the Bank of England is printing money, the private banks have to basically buy that money from the Bank of England at an interest rate, and they pass that on to us in terms of business rates. So what you're going to start seeing in the next few months, once we do get out of this coronavirus, is I think the housing market's going to crash, and I think the banking sector is also going to go down really hard as well, because businesses and personal loans for individuals and business loans, the rates that are obviously forecasted are not too steep. So the forecasted that people can say, okay, it's economically viable that if we put this rate on this amount for this type of business, that this business will be able to pay it back. So once we go into coronavirus shutdown and these businesses and people can't pay the loans back, once we get out of the coronavirus and these packages are actually within the economy, I think there's just going to be massive defaults, and then we might have a double dip recession, and that second dip potentially could push us back down into a depression, maybe. But this is just things that I'm looking at.
That sounds a lot like what happened in 2008. The whole, not be subprime mortgage issue. But I mean, this is not subprime mortgage, but I get what you're saying though. They're giving out loans to people that can't pay them back. It's almost like it's just history repeating itself. Really. But I totally understand what you're saying though. That's a good, analysis in terms of what's the future holds.
And if you kind of think back to what I wasn't in the group at the time because my phone's been gone for a while. Yeah. Rafael posted in the group regarding the Chinese president buying up American stocks once the stock market had crashed. So that was China's play against America. Now, if you look logically at what's happening around, is these Americans. If you think about it, China shut down immediately. Mm-hmm. They shut down immediately and they kept it a secret whilst it spread. Now, these government officials, they wouldn't tell us that they knew it spread. So I think what's happened is it took so long to shut down, the UK especially, is because it needed time for these people to liquidate their positions. Now what you're seeing is the 401ks in America, they're going to get absolutely smashed. The 401k pension funds, because the pension funds, they don't sell the stock market, they only buy. Yeah. So I think the fact that you've seen the stock market tank and gold tank simultaneously is because, like what Ted said, people are losing money in the stock market, so they're having to liquidate the gold holdings in order to basically, you know, protect the downside.
Pretty much hedge against what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like when we do recover, it's gonna be some crazy all-time highs over these next few months potentially.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of buying, that's for sure. Whole lot of buying within equities after this thing passes over. Oh boy. All right, GJ's going up.
Yeah, GJ has entered that range area. You would want to see a break above here.
So yeah, I was a little cautious of going in with the whole volume going up, because if you looked to the left, you show that the consolidation, the barcodes, and this is like, okay, I see it going up, but is it going to close above that? And it didn't. So, I mean, I kind of not quote unquote played it safe, but I just played smart, honestly, because it just said, oh, I'm just going to get in, and then it retraces. But I think at 9:30, it's gonna probably shoot back up, because I mean, it is, you know, it is kind of consolidating.
Oh, it's 9:15 already.
Yeah. 15 more minutes. Is that 15? We're on a 15-minute chart? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I have to start packing here.
Oh yeah. So what I believe is gonna happen here is probably gonna bounce and then head back up.
So, Raja, you still coming to Miami?
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
Holy moly.
Yeah, man, it's scared.
Who's gonna pick you up at the airport?
Not going. It's like, nah.
Oh. No, but for real, Raja?
Yeah.
God damn it, you big ball, man.
Why not?
Sheesh. I thought you were kidding.
No.
See you then.
See you soon, bro.
Yeah. But do you have somebody to pick you up at the airport?
I think Mo is
More dollars?
Yeah, more
Okay,
dollars.
if not, you just call me then.
Yeah, I'll call you too.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Tim.
Hi, Tin Man.
Yo.
No, you mentioned Mo. It's been a while since I heard that. Good morning.
Yeah, because for the longest time I thought Mo was like a Muslim guy, you know, until I met him. I'm like, no. Because more dollars are like more dollars, Muslim dollars. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I miss his good mornings.
Yeah.
You still around here? Ted?
What's up?
Hey man, what do you think on GG, man?
Yeah, so I was listening to what Deshaun was saying. He made a lot of good points. I think based on what I've been reading and based on what's been in the media, this is not going to end anytime soon. I look at what they're doing with the economy as like an elastic band. Like we're throwing a lot of money at problems, and those problems are creating a ripple effect, right? So say for example, like right now they're doing all these stimulus packages because people are losing their jobs or they're not working, things of that nature. for things to get back to normal, the economy is like a big machine, right? Like you have to essentially start it up again, like a diesel engine. And I think the world economy is not ready for that, because there's going to be there's going to be always outliers in terms of this virus. And because of the fact that it's been so it's been so publicized in the media, like we had SARS in Toronto like years ago, and it didn't really become globalized like on this scale. And it took us as a city, it took us like at least a year for us to get sort of back on our feet. Like everybody was sort of getting into the back to the swing of things. And so because this is a bigger item throughout the world, I don't think we're ready as a global economy to recover from this. I think there's going to be a lot of fallout, and I wouldn't be surprised at how much fallout there is from this, and that there are new things built because of the fallout. I think that's the biggest issue, and I think we're not prepared as a society for what's going to happen. Because think about it this way: if for 6 months, if the government's expecting, like in Canada, they're expecting 6 months of mortgage forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it going to take for someone to recover at that point? Right? Like you have 6 months of forgiveness, and then what happens after that? Now you're 6 months further in debt, because you're not going to change, or like in the 6 months that you're not paying, it's not like you're saving money. You're still spending money, and now you don't have a job. Now you're 6 months behind.
Yeah. I mean, it's just going to be years and years worth of recovery, I think, personally.
One of the things that I've kind of been reading and like put my mind to is that what Ted's saying there in terms of the recovery and the fallout, the mass public, the general public of every Western civilized country are grotesquely underestimating what's going to happen after. There's going to be huge changes to the financial system, the way people conduct business, the way loans are given out. It's just the amount of change that we're going to go through. People think that once the coronavirus is finished, that everything else is going to be. It's not going to be back to normal, because what people fail to realize is that the coronavirus was the catalyst for all of this. It was going to happen anyway, but it's happened so viciously.
Yes.
You need something to stimulate the economy to shut down. They tried Zika virus, they've tried Ebola, they've tried to have measles, mumps and rubella outbreaks. They've tried Iran, they've tried North Korea, they've tried a trade war. They've done everything they possibly can. And so far, the only thing plausible that they've been able to clutch at is this coronavirus. So the recovery is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a long time. Long time. Especially for some of the bigger businesses to even get, if they're going to get back up on their feet at all, if they're even going to exist after all this, there's a lot of stuff that's going to change.
Like what indicates to me is like, it's just crazy because they put the US stock market, the United States is the leader of the free world, they put $700 billion into the stock market at the start of this week. And then the next day, or literally the next time the New York Stock Exchange opened, it hit the first breaker.
Yeah, that was, you hit the nail on the head. That was the scariest thing for me, because when they've done injections in the past, it stabilized the market. And this time, the market didn't stabilize at all. Like it just basically smashed through. And that to me is very, very scary. that would be, if someone says, what's your warning sign? That's my warning sign.
The thing is now, when this happened before and they injected then, I think it's like $1 trillion I injected to keep it maintained, if that makes sense. But now, well, what's the difference between now and then? Like in cost of money, it's massive.
That's right. Yeah,
$1 trillion
exactly.
is what now? It's loads. You know,
Yeah,
it's
like
nowhere
the
near
time,
enough.
time value of money.
That's so much different. That's what they've injected is not close. Wouldn't touch the size. I don't think that's how I see it myself. But
yeah, it's like a machine, and the machine has grown since 12 years ago, and nobody's acknowledged the fact that it's grown. Everyone's still looking at it as a little boy. So before it had a 1 litre tank, and it's grown to a 10 litre tank. But you're still putting 1 litre in thinking that it's going to touch the size, and it's really not.
Yeah, no, it's just like a little plaster, and it's not even done anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, just to Sean, to your point too, I mean, the fact that how did they get that money so fast to inject into the economy? That's my biggest fear, is they've injected so much so fast. Where did they print this money from? Like, where are these reserves coming from? And nobody's asking those questions. Everyone just accepts it.
Accepts it, yeah.
I mean, to print out $1 billion to $1 trillion, this, that, like 700 billion for this, emergency fund here. It doesn't make sense in my mind. It doesn't compute. And I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that sees it. I mean, I know most people here sees it as well, but it's just like, this is a perpetual cycle that's eventually going to break.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, and it affects people, because obviously before I started trading and before I actually became passionate about researching money and economics, you don't see this stuff in everyday life, But when you start reading, what's this guy in the chat talking about conspiracy theories? When you start reading news reports on Forex Factory, and you have to assimilate this information into your decisions day to day, you become more prudent with what you're doing in your life. Not all the time, I don't make the best trading decisions all the time. Nobody does. Not everyone's perfect, but you try and you just look and you just think, where are these people getting the money from? Like. They must. This is why I believe that this is they've had this in mind for a while to kind of do this, and coronavirus has been the catalyst. But it'd be interesting to see. I'll do some research anyway, but it's interesting to see like who these people are that have been liquidating their position, what companies have been liquidating.
Well, I mean, there was reports last year when all the CEOs stepped down from the different companies. I mean, as much as that is a coincidence, I mean, you sort of have to look at that and say, why was that the case? There's things of that nature. I just think that we're getting ready for a big reset. And I think a lot of people aren't prepared for this reset. And this is going to be a very drastic change for a lot of people. And that's scary to me. People aren't prepared for this. And 2008 was the first time that we had something like this. And I think we sort of ignored that, but I didn't ignore that. I was working in the financial sector in 2008 and I watched everything drop. I think this now is not a surprise to me, but I think it is to a lot of people, because I think the world, like most people are too comfortable in the sense that they think the government is out for their best interest, right? So when the 2008 crisis hit, they injected the same thing. They did a lot of work to inject money and stabilize the economy. And then, what they did is they said to the public, well, this will never happen again. Yeah, maybe not that specific event, but it can happen again in terms of the market crashing, things of that nature. And I think a lot of people took the government's word for it. Like, hey, we did a stimulus package, we saved all these jobs, we did all this, this could never happen again. And people got caught up in the fact that the market just kept going up and up and up and up and up. And remember when we talked about recession? Nobody's recession's going to hit when we're not talking about it. Exactly what's happened now. Nobody was talking about recession, and it just got smashed. It's just here now.
As well, Ted. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's all right. I can wait.
Well,
but it's crazy how it just happened overnight. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It just came out of middle of nowhere. Like, I didn't even thought this was possible.
No, I think it's been on.
Yeah, I think it's been on the
It's been
horizon,
coming
man.
for a long time, but
Like
I think
Ted
it happened
said-
quick.
Yeah,
We need the
like Ted
catalyst.
said, we need the catalyst. First of all, what Ted also alluded to something that I said earlier on with regards to CEOs stepping down. These people are they have financial analysts and people that forecast price. They know a lot ahead of time before they ever let us know. And the fact that they stepped down in certain time frames, alluding to the time frame of this coronavirus outbreak, because some of them have time sensitive contracts, so they can't realize the stocks until X amount of time has passed down.
But then, so basically, what you're saying, then the conspiracy theories, they're probably right. Like,
100%. All CEOs
basically saying.
All CEOs talk to each other.
Yeah.
CEOs are the best friends of each other.
Yeah.
They all saw this coming.
And that's why they all stepped down.
Yeah, 100%.
Or would they? Yeah, they wouldn't, would they otherwise?
And it's because when you're a CEO, you don't have to give out information to other people. And when you're a CEO, you're at that point of, hey, I'm already on there. I'm there for myself, right? If it's like when you look at what CEOs do in a corporation, how many people have access to CEO? Not a lot. But what do they all do? They all come on TV. They all go into your public, into the meetings, and they're always saying how accessible they are. They're not accessible. You can't walk up to a CEO and talk to them, because it's not the CEO that's going to say you can't talk to me. It's going to be their handlers that are going to say you can't talk to them. Right? Like if you go to say the CEO, like say for example Bill Gates. Like let's just use Bill Gates as a generic example. You can probably go up and talk to Bill Gates because Bill Gates will talk to you. But can you get to Bill Gates? You can't get to him. He'll say you can come talk to him at any time, but you won't be able to talk to him because the people that manage Bill Gates or that are around Bill Gates won't let you near him. That is the easiest or the sleaziest thing that CEOs do as CEOs. They will turn around and they will say, yes, come talk to me anytime. But you can't get to them because there's somebody in front of them that's protecting them, and that's their job. And no matter what a CEO says, that's exactly what they're doing. And that's the biggest hypocrisy that we face with that, where people in power say, oh, we're easily accessible. Like think about like the president of the United States or the prime minister of Canada or prime minister of UK, right? You can go and talk to them, right? You can go to special events and talk to them, but you can only talk to them about certain things.
Yeah.
You can't say something freely, because what will happen is you'll get removed from that event, or you'll get told that that's not to be discussed.
Yeah.
Right? Even though that they say they're very open to discussion and things of that nature.
No comment.
You know what else is interesting about this situation is that if you think how many times over the past 20 years they've had weapons of mass destruction, they've had SARS, bird flu, swine flu, Zika, Ebola, we've had North Korea, we've had Iran with weapons, we've had the war with China, and what it is now is the whole world has had that many things pushed on them by the mass media that when it comes to coronavirus and time by the mass media, and it's now it's time for people to actually take credence to a credible threat and think, wow, this coronavirus is actually serious, because people have been lied to for that long and had that many things pushed down the throat and nothing's happened. The coronavirus is coming. People are like, oh no, I'll be all right. It's just the flu. Oh no, let's just continue with spring break. They're not taking it seriously, and this thing is spreading, you know. And that's that's also probably what they accounted for. They probably knew that people wouldn't take it seriously until on the exponential curve graph. Because you know, you can have when you have a pandemic, you know, you think of like a bell, like a bell that you ring, and depending on the steepness of that curve going into the bell, depends on how high your peak is and how high your peak lasts. So, you know, there's certain countries like South Korea, Germany, I'd say South Korea, Germany, and China. Their exponential curve of growth of infection and death rates is very low. So rather than looking like a mountain or a very harshly slope, it looks like a hump in the road. It just looks like a bump. Whereas a lot of countries like America, the UK, Italy, because these countries needed the biggest reset, our exponential curve is going to be correlated with the lockdown and with the amount of deaths and infections that we get, I believe. I feel like it's asymmetric at this point.
Okay, so what's the difference between swine flu and the coronavirus? Same respiratory issues, correct?
Yeah.
So what's the difference back then with the swine flu? Because swine flu is what made all these companies start putting sanitizer in their stores and restaurants. So what's the difference between swine flu and
The difference between swine flu and the coronavirus is that the coronavirus has gone to 172 countries and infected 200,000 people, and it's caused the world to effectively lock down. No other disease, apart from the Spanish flu 100 years ago, no other disease has done that. So there's huge differences between the pair.
Okay, so is it possible that the swine flu is in other countries, but because the media wasn't so big as it was at the time? Because swine flu was what year was that? I think it was like 2014. I'm not too sure exactly.
No, because if you just Google how many people are infected and how many countries shut down, how many airline industries shut down, then you'd see the numbers. The numbers wouldn't lie to you. You know, the numbers are there. It's all published. We've never seen airlines shut down, or we've never seen countries completely close the borders. There's landlocked countries that have closed the borders to every country around them and quarantined their own citizens. The last time this happened was literally the Spanish flu epidemic. So completely different. There hasn't been anything that's had. There's 2000. There's this that's happening now. 2008 financial crash, which was catalyzed by the housing, the debt bubble, and then you had 2001 that crashed gold and things like that with regards to the World Trade Centers. You had 1987, and then before that you had like the 1920s. There's something in the stock market, it's called the VIX calculator. It's basically it's a sentiment based on fear, and I'm sure it like rivaled 1920 levels this week. So interesting times ahead, man.
Okay.
I realize why we're getting all these spam bots. The hour time change. They usually come in at like 8:30. Now they're coming in at 9:30.
Yeah, exactly.
So you said it was always there, but we're gone before it hits.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just I don't know. Today, for some reason, there's more. I think gold now will probably rocket down a bit. I mean, it's still bouncing in that range, but it seems like there's no stopping it to like 1460s.
I have a big range on gold. I have marked a big range from 1465 to 1495. It's 300 pips range. Last 2 times I've been hitting the 1464.8. And that's the problem. The entire market is scared of this thing, man. Oil is so cheap. Gold is taking it down. Everything. It's a global thing. We will be looking for buys above 1480, Ted?
I think for me, technically buys, I'll probably be looking at above 1520.
Oh, 1520.
Yeah, I want to go a little bit higher. I
There
don't
were
think
orgies
right
with
now, I think we're in a
crossbodies
massive
in
range on the
2010.
daily. And I still
Balls of
think there's
Battlefield.
more room for it to drop.
Back in
So
through the back
I'd
door.
like for us
Jason
to
James
bounce off of
Murphy kidnapped and
1457
sexually
one more
assaulted an
time
8-year-old.
if possible. And then I won't be looking to take buys unless we get back up past 1520. Because I really think from 1520 to 1450, you're in a massive range.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna head off over here.
Okay, man.
Yep.
Enjoy. Good luck with the trip.
Yes, sir. There's no stream tomorrow because I'm gonna
Okay.
be busy.
Be safe.
Be safe, man.
Be safe. Safe travels.
Take care. Bye. No corona over here. Well, I'm gonna document my whole journey, so you guys can see what's going on there.
All right.
Safe travels, man.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take care of you here. Don't worry.
Yeah, my stories on the airport are gonna start with "It's Corona time, empty airport."
Mine, you get quarantined.
Nah.
Yeah. We can't wait.
The only good thing that's happening is when I come back, I have to go in a 2-week quarantine, and
Oh wow.
and my wife's happy because she got 2 weeks off from work, full paid. She's like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Fair play.
All right. Well, see you soon, Karen.
See you, man.
Bye bye. Ted, do you host anything like this? People are funny. Yeah, he does. Super secret sessions.